Hey everybody, it's Lori at Skates on Main, and welcome to our very first video newsletter. So many of you enjoyed our Facebook Live so much and requested that we continue them, and because I'm in classes on Saturdays and can no longer do that, we have decided to go to the next best thing, which is often what it was during the lives, me talking to you and you not talking back. So here we are, and today I'm going to, with Shauna's help, kind of let you know what's going on here around the store. We're going to take a walk around the store. We're gonna fill you in on all the happenings here and let you see it this way and see how we do, okay? If you have suggestions for how we can do this better, please let us know, because our goal here is to serve you, not me. And yeah, so it's gonna be hard for me to do this without talking to each of you individually. So hi Terry, and hi Deb, and hi Alan, and hi Shauna, and we're just gonna pretend I have an audience. It's a lot easier to do this if I pretend you guys are out there watching, so hopefully you do watch, and feel free to leave your comments on YouTube. So this will be posted on YouTube with a link from Facebook, and I'll also send a link in our newsletter. Obviously, if you're seeing this, you have found it. So we are going to begin with sidewalk sales. So as many of you know, downtown Rochester had to cancel sidewalk sales. I know this comes as quite a shock, but there's this little thing in the world called COVID-19, and it's changing everything. So, and canceling a lot of things, including sidewalk sales, but we had tons of yarn, tons. So if you'll remember back when all this started, we started kind of revamping the whole store, and we got a couple, one or two, Shauna, couple new yarns in?
Maybe three, maybe 20, 40, 60,
so,
you know.
So in doing that, we of course had a bunch of yarns that had to come off the shelves. So we just couldn't store them any longer. We decided, no sidewalk sales. Who needs them? We have sales. So this is only the beginning. Shauna found a whole big bin of some really cool yarns. I just
Really
saw
cool.
what's on top. We haven't gotten them out yet. She found them this morning. We've been busy. It's fall, you know. But let me tell you, I saw some of what's in there. I saw Freya in there. I saw Gametalo in there. I saw some other stuff. So that we're going to get out as soon as we can and get that into the sidewalk sale bins as well. Sidewalk sales will run till maybe the beginning of October. You know, here's the thing, sidewalk sales are sidewalk sales, and you want to get there early so you get the best selection, right? So we'll run until we decide we're done. But I would say at least the first weekend in October. After that, we'll probably be getting ready for Shop Hop. Talk about Shop Hop in a minute. With sidewalk sales comes sample sales. So as many of you know, we frequently have too many samples to show. And our bins in the back room are completely full. This has been a favorite for the longest time. This was called something. I know you couldn't have gotten there without me. You are so lucky to have me. This is called Wrap Me Up, and this was a great way to do different stitches, play with beads, play with buttons, play with all kinds of fun stuff, play with yarns, whatever, right? Great shawl. And this one we are currently selling for $120. So tons of work in this one. Tons of, oopsie, I may drop it on the floor. So that's just a sample of the samples that we have for you. We also have, hey Terry Grant, if you're seeing this, I think you have this almost done, but we have this shawl here. This was out of Millie Fiore.
I didn't know we were
worsted.
selling that one.
And this one is currently going for $20.
Oh, dang.
I know! $20. The yarn was more than that. This goes to the first bidder. Just kidding. It goes to the first person to call and say, I want it, or to come in and pay for it that way.
Or,
But however you want to do it. I could go on and on. There's a ton of samples in here, guys. There's some really good ones. You can feel free to purchase them as gifts and tell people you made them. I don't really care. But lots of that. So what else is on our list of things to cover?
let's see. How about we go to the scarf and cowl?
Oh, the scarf and cowl. Okay. Let's move to the next item first.
Okay. That would be either. Well, while we're here, why don't you tell about the new hours?
Oh, new hours. Yeah. So, okay. Remember back in August, we had to cancel our evening hours for Thursdays because they planned this little farmer's market thing out in the lot, which apparently was really a big hit. Unfortunately, not with our customers because they wanted to be able to park and they couldn't. So we had decided we would close early, well, at the same time on Thursdays as the other days, which is 3 p.m. And I promised you guys that as soon as we knew it was over, we'd reopen on Thursdays. So, effective immediately, that means tomorrow, because it's Wednesday as I'm taping this. Hopefully it gets up on Wednesday too. Effective tomorrow, September 24th, we will be open until 7 p.m. on Thursdays. We will also offer open knitting from, what did we say, 5:15 to 7 p.m. or something?
I don't remember.
Huh. I think it was 5 to 6:30. Let's say 5 till 6:30 or so. Close to 7, whatever. The only thing we ask is that you be ready to leave at 7. So with open knitting, obviously you still have to social distance. We have one table up front that can have 5 people. Please don't ask us to change the rules. Please don't ask us to break the rules. We're not doing it. Mainly because if we get caught, I'm the one who gets the fine and the misdemeanor, and I don't really want that. So please don't ask us to change those things, but you can come on in for open knitting. You don't need to sign up. Just realize that if there are more than 5 at the table up front, you'll have to start filling the 2 middle tables. If there are 9 people, we will not be able to accommodate you. I don't expect that that's really going to be a problem, but just in case, I have to throw it out there. If you want to call before you come, that's fine. If you want to call and reserve a spot, you may certainly do so, and we'll hold a spot open for you. Just do so on that day, please. Okay, we open at 11 o'clock on Thursdays, and you could certainly call on that day and make sure that we're holding a spot for you. And as long as we don't have a bunch of people calling to reserve spots and then not coming to take them, we won't have a problem. So that's the scoop with the longer hours on Thursdays. And as we get closer to the holidays, we're hoping to beef that up a little bit more. I'm also excited to announce that we have a couple new classes for the next session. Our kids class, our young people's class, will continue on Mondays from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Next session begins mid-October. We have 2 more weeks of this one and then a week off. So 4 weeks from this past Monday it'll begin. And kids ages 9 through about 17 or so, maybe even 8 through 17 are welcome. It's $35 for the 4 weeks. And we also have Sue coming back that same session. She'll be doing an additional class on Wednesday nights from 7 to 8:30 p.m. I say additional because I currently have one during those times too. Okay, so I think that's about it for the new hours. Oh, as I'm standing here, I'm staring at our tea room. Do you guys remember the tea room? So let's move to the tea room, shall we? Shauna's learning this whole camera thing. So the tea room. So should we talk about this part of the tea room, that part of the tea? So I have exciting news about the tea room. When we first started doing teas, they said, just dip your toe in, Laura. Just go easy, dip your toe in and see how it goes. And I dipped my toe in to 40 flavors. So, 30 flavors, something like that, I don't know. But anyway, so I've ordered a whole bunch more. And let's just say I'd say maybe we dipped our foot in last time. And this time we fell in.
Yeah.
So we're going to be adding some additional shelving in here and adding some additional teas, and they're all scheduled to arrive tomorrow, Thursday, September 24th. 23rd?
24th.
24th, sorry. Thursday, September 24th.
Just checking my calendar.
We are so good with a calendar up here. So anyway, lots of new teas and new sets and stuff like that happening. Want to say a huge thank you for your response to our teas, because we are very excited about them. We're having a ball with it. We're learning a lot, but we're having a ball. I love trying them all. I'm very good at that part. And you guys have given us a great response to it. So thank you so much for that. We don't know quite how we'll be reorganizing things in here with the new shelves and all. Stay tuned. It's always a work in progress, right? Whip, just like our knitting, it's a whip, right? Okay, so what else do we have, Shauna? We have scarves and cowls?
Yeah, I think we got to start moving down the store. Scarves and cowls.
We're on the move. So, in case we encounter individuals.
And I apologize for the bumpiness of this. It's going to be a mess.
And I apologize for the wide load, because I'll be the wide angle view because I'm leading you through the store. And here we go. Hi! This is Abby. Abby, stop and say hello.
Hello.
This is Abby. Abby's new to our team, and she's just the cutest ever.
Aw.
I love her. Come on in and see her. She is happy to help. She's still kind of learning, still in training, so one of us will be here with her for now. But she'd love to say hello and get to know you a little bit. So be sure to come in and say hello. Are we alone? Can I take my mask off? Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Okay, so this is out of that new Mochi yarn that we talked about a few weeks ago. Remember I said it looks like ice cream? It is so yummy. So it has been described to me as, Robin said, it's like knitting with cotton candy. It's so soft and so fluffy and so light. Although cotton candy breaks and it doesn't. But anyway, this is called Kingsley. Isn't it nice that I have a cheat sheet? It used 3 balls total for the hat and the cowl. Check that out. I won't model it because it's green and I don't look good in green at all. It has nothing to do, Terry Rye, with the Michigan State thing. Just saying. I don't look good in green. It is against my religion too. But see, Terry Rye, I can still talk to you. Guess what? You can't fight back right now.
That's okay, Terry Rye.
This
Go
is so
green.
much fun. Okay, so I'm starting to see the benefit of not having people watching as we do this. All right, so we had a knitter, Claire, do up this cowl for us. This is out of wool stock. We talked about this yarn a couple weeks ago. This is from Blue Sky. The pattern is called Nexus, and it used 2 hanks of the wool stock, which is this here. Isn't this kind of cool? So instead of little tiny pictures in the newsletter, now you get to hear my voice. I know this is your dream come true, but also I can show you more. So 2 skeins, pretty simple cowl, gets seamed up so it's done flat. She had it done in no time flat.
Bring it up so they can see it.
No time flat. Bring it up so they can see it. Okay. Oh, that's hard. Okay. Bring it up. How's
There you
that?
go.
Can they
That's
see
good.
that there?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I was just going to ask you if you could do that. So this is Nexus out of wool stock, and I got to tell you that this wool to me felt soft, but a little bit more rustic feeling than say shepherd's wool. And when it's knitted, I think it feels softer. Feel Shauna.
Oh
tell me
yeah,
what
it's
you
beautiful.
think.
I've worked with it before.
Hi
I
there.
love it.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How about you?
Not too bad.
Say hi. You're on camera.
Oh, hi.
That's how this works around here.
I've video bombed a few of those.
You just did. It's all good. Don't worry. All right. So that's Nexus. Thank you. That was our mail guy coming to say hello. It's funny he didn't say we're friends, so that means he brought me more than junk mail. But anyway, okay, so that's Nexus. Oh, can we talk about Seawall?
Yes,
Oh
please.
my gosh,
I
can
love
we
this.
Please talk about Seawall.
This
so we
is
showed you guys
gorgeous.
this scarf at the same time we showed you wool stock. This scarf, of course, it's 80 degrees today. This is baby alpaca, and check it out. It's 2-sided. So she knits the whole thing flat and then seamed it together with a 3-needle bind off done on the right side. So you pick up this, or you knit this strip here, which I have a few people will tell you that it takes a little while, but this yarn is heavenly. Our knitter literally called me and said, do you have any other samples I can knit for you out of this yarn, because she wanted to work with it again. It's that good. So you knit the strip and then you pick up stitches, you work this direction, then you work all the stripes, and then you seam it together. And it's just lovely.
Yeah, it's on my list.
It does take 8 hanks of the baby alpaca. I believe they're $12.95 each, and then the pattern is $5, if I'm not mistaken. I believe. Okay, so we're gonna just make it look pretty again. Okay. All right, so that is Seawall. So that's a new sample. When you come in, it's right by the register, and believe me, you want to just take a moment and pet. What else do we have?
I believe we have some new yarn.
We have new yarn?
Last I checked, although maybe we should just keep it all to ourselves. We don't even
should,
have
but
to
we
put
have
it out.
something else here that we should talk about first.
Oh, okay.
So that probably isn't on your list, but over here, are these adorable bags.
Oh, right. Yes.
So these adorable bags were made by Gail Braun. She does our finishing, so she does our purse linings, our blanket backings, our pillow backings, all that kind of stuff, anything that revolves around needle and thread, because you know I don't, you don't want me to do that. So she made these adorable bags. So the small ones are $35. The large ones are $45. This is a small one stuffed with baby alpaca. I mean, I can't imagine anything much better than that. They have a cute little button flap, thank you. A cute little button flap at the top. So they're triple, I think she said they're tripled on the inside. So there's actually batting in there and the whole bit and stiffener. And they'll sit flat for you when you put stuff in them, like so. Super cute patterns. When they are gone, they're gone. These are Gail Braun original. She came up with the design of them. They're going to be similar. I mean, I'm sure you've seen something similar, but these are her particular design. And just super, super cute. You can put them on your wrist and carry them around. When I did the 3-day years ago, many years ago, I put one on my wrist like this and I just sat and knitted through a good chunk of the 3-day. So if you're headed somewhere, sports teams are starting up again. So going to a sports game or whatever, this is a great way to do it, and they are washable.
Hey,
so,
Lori,
cute patterns.
they
Yes,
would
ma'am.
also probably hold a bottle of wine and a couple of solo cups. Just saying.
I love the way you think, except my allergies don't. So, onward. All right. Okay, I think we have to talk about it. I didn't bring mine out here. So,
You want me to go get it?
this is Blue Mule. So you guys might remember Blue Mule. We had done Soldotna out of it. It was a tweed. We had a tweed in the DK weight. This is a fingering weight from them. This is our second edition from them. There are no words. I'm like already fumbling for words as I pet this. It is 75% extra fine superwash merino and 25% mulberry silk. And it is
Glorious is the word you're looking for.
glorious, heavenly,
Amazing.
amazing, soft, silky.
Must own, to die
Beautiful.
for. Give it all to me and just pretend we never got it.
Shauna, wake up, you're dreaming.
It was worth a shot.
You'll have to do a little better than that. You have to catch me when I've been drinking, and we'll say, sure, Shauna, whatever makes you happy.
Got it. Drug Lori's coffee. Okay.
Drug Lord's coffee. Yes. Okay, that'll work. Because alcohol doesn't work. Anyway, so we got in 30 absolutely stunning colors of this. I can tell you that I took some home. We had 2 balls brought to us at retreat because we had run into a little tiny issue at retreat, and nothing major, but we had 2 balls brought to us, so we had the opportunity to play with it a little bit, and Sue was playing with it, and I was insanely jealous the entire time. And then I came in on Monday, and it was on the wall, and I started playing with color combinations for something for Shop Hop, and I gotta tell you, I took it home, started playing with it last night. I could not put it down. I kept saying, oh, I'm gonna work on my crochet project that I have to do for Shop Hop too. I'm gonna work on my crochet project for a little while tonight. I should work on it. And pretty soon it was midnight, and I thought, oh, I need to go to bed. I'll work on crochet in the morning. And I can only work on it for a little while because I have tendonitis, you know. So short periods of time. So I got up this morning and I just couldn't wait. So I picked this up and I started working on this some more. And Shauna can tell you, she got to feel it.
Oh, it's so nice.
It's delightful.
It's
It is.
just so
It's got
nice.
the most beautiful drape and the most beautiful colorways. And yeah, anyway, so this one is the extra fine Fleck U. Do you love that name?
Yeah.
I love that name.
Yeah.
It's called Fleck U. Don't you feel like saying that to people sometimes? See, now you can do that and you're not swearing at anybody. So
Ooh,
if
next
you
time
hear
I'm in
us
the bar
say,
and somebody-
"Ooh, Fleck U," we're not swearing at you. What was that, Shauna?
Next time I'm in the bar and somebody asks me, is that crochet? I can say, nope, fuck you.
You can do that. So obviously you're gonna have some fun with the name too. So they're not all called Fleck U, but you can call them Fleck U if you want. This one is just called Extra Fine. So these are Extra Fine Merino, and these are Extra Fine Fleck U, which tend to be, I think, the speckled ones. So they're all kind of in the same thing. So the ones that aren't Fleck U are $29.95. The ones that are Fleck U, which I think are speckle dyed, are $30.95. 438 yards, and I gotta tell you, you will not regret it for a second. Cheryl Donison.
No, not Cheryl. Shauna Mahaffey.
Cheryl Donison, you had asked me for something to go with this one, so I'm showing you that. There are a ton of combinations here. I am going to pull just a few for you guys, just so you can see how these yarns work together, how they play together. So the thing that I'm doing is 4 colors. I don't want to tell you what it is because it's part of Shop Hop, but something like that.
Oh, it's got to go higher.
Oh,
There you go.
something like that. Things like that. Whoopsie! That one must go home with me because it's touched the ground. Okay, so that's the new rule. So if you want to come in and throw stuff on the ground, it all goes home with me. So, I'm good with that. Okay, not really. But it sounds good. Shauna won't let me get away with it. She'll say, Laurie, you have too many projects.
Well, yeah.
Because she's a slave driver.
Hey, that's my job.
So, but something like this one with a yellow, if you want contrast, you can really pop that yellow out of there. You could also do this one with that pull. So the key is that when you look at a variegated like this, you find a color that you want to really pop, and that's your accent color. So look at that together.
That's
I
pretty.
just realized how pretty that is, and it's
Bring
gray.
it closer. Bring it closer.
It's gray, guys.
Yeah, but it's gorgeous.
It's like gray, and look at that with look at that with that variegated.
That's pretty.
I mean,
That's a
could
good
you just
combo.
like flip twice for these colors? Honest to God, these are some of the most beautiful yarns I've ever seen, I think. This one and this one. Look at that together. Cheryl Donison. I know you love your pinks.
That's pretty.
So that's just a few of the combinations that we can put together. I wish you guys could boss me around. Not really, but it sounds good. I kind of do. I wish you guys could boss me around and say, can you find something that goes with the green? So if you're looking for, like, say, a mosaic shawl, or honestly, you guys really honestly pick a sweater out of this yarn. Pick a sweater to do, because you want this yarn next to your skin. You want it next to your face. You want it in your hands. It's sitting in my office, and I'm just praying I have a break during classes and I can knit on it, because it's so yummy. I thought that when I worked with their other yarn, I thought that was my happy place. When I had a hard day, I'd go home and I'd pick it up and it made me happy. That joy from that knitting project is not even comparable to what I'm feeling working on this. I'm even getting a little teary-eyed. This is that good, guys. It's that good. So I invite you to please come see it, touch it, feel it, squish it, say hello to Abby, say hello to Shauna, say hi to me if I'm around, but please come and see it. So, along with our new video newsletter, do I have something else on there?
A couple things we tossed around. I don't know if we're doing them yet, though.
Okay, along with our video newsletter, we are going to be offering a feature of the week, or of the, week-ish until I get the next newsletter out. So, you don't want to wait long on this one. All you have to do is come in and say you saw it on the video, and we're going to give you 20% off of Oxanometer. Oxanometer is our hand-dyed bamboo. Again, absolutely lovely. I know it's bamboo and you're thinking spring, but you need to think year-round with this one. It is definitely year-round. This is year-round material for sure. Lots of colors in stock. They are 20% off. So from $33 normally, that makes them $26.40. You can't beat that, guys. You can't beat that. So come on in and say you saw it on the video, and we're going to take 20% off for you, okay? good until I put out the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't ask you if you have any final questions for me because you can't ask. So I'm kind of enjoying this captive audience thing. I could just stand here and talk and talk and talk, but I haven't eaten all day, so I'm gonna go find some dinner. You guys have a wonderful day. What?
Nothing.
Oh, Shauna had a finger up like
Getting ready to
Ellen
push
always
the
did
stop.
when somebody
Well,
had a
I mean,
question.
I was gonna say what they could do is they could come in with their questions and leave them with me, and then I could harass you during the next one. But I won't say that.
So let's just pretend that what we heard was Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. That's what I heard. I think that's what you all heard too. Anyway, I hear that a lot when Shauna and I are here together. It's very frequently wah, wah, wah. Yep.
Mhm.
Anyway, you guys all have a great week or two until I talk to you again. We'll post these as frequently as we can. Shauna and I will be doing them on Wednesdays and getting them out ASAP. So have a great week or two. We'll talk soon.